Before we start today's video, we want to bring you a word from our amazing sponsor, BetterHelp. For many years, I've struggled with my mental health. I always thought that this was my problem and burden to carry, so I never discussed it. I thought that this made me strong. But a few years ago, I've realized I've been so wrong. My mental health problems affected my relationships, and I ended up hurting some people I love. I've also realized that to be strong, I needed to address my mental health problems, and talking to a therapist has helped tremendously. I'm happier, have stronger relationships, and have improved my physical health. So I get it, getting help for your mental health can be intimidating, but it is worth it. If you think talking to a therapist might help you, check out our sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is the easiest and most convenient way to get into therapy and to stay with it. Just go to their website, betterhelp.com/criminallylisted, or use the name Criminally Listed when signing up. Then you'll have to answer a few questions so that they can meet your specific needs. Then, usually within 48 hours, they'll match you with a professional with years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. Your therapist will then give you unbiased advice that will help you. You get to talk to your therapist however you feel most comfortable, whether it's via phone, video chat, or messaging. Let our sponsor, BetterHelp, connect you with a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/criminallylisted and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Take control of your mental health today by checking out betterhelp.com/criminallylisted. Number 3. Filip Kapisoda. Senja Payson was born in Belgrade, Serbia in 1977. She started her professional performing career as a dancer for the Serbian band Beat Street. Payson sang for the pop band Duck, which had a moderate hit in Serbia. Payson launched her solo career in the late 1990s. She released 3 studio albums that weren't as popular as her previous work. Payson was passionate about dance, and she opened a dance studio in Belgrade. Payson was also a tabloid fixture in the Serbian media. In 2008, she started dating Filip Kapisoda, whom she met in Montenegro. Kapisoda was born in Montenegro in 1987, so he was 10 years younger than Payson. For a short time, he played professional handball, but he abandoned that to be a model. Friends and family thought that the couple was happy. However, they were both incredibly possessive and jealous. In 2009, Filip Kapisoda was a house guest on the Serbian version of the reality show Big Brother VIP All-Stars. Payson wasn't too happy he had joined the show because he might be away for several months. Due to the strife about him appearing on the reality show, the couple broke up. Kapisoda did well in Big Brother. He finished 3rd. After the show, Payson and Kapisoda dated other people and publicly feuded in the media. However, after about a year, they reconciled and got back together. The time apart did not fix any of their problems. Before Payson left for a business trip in Germany, they broke up. While she was away, Kapisoda supposedly called her 20 times and begged her to get back together. He said he would kill himself if she did not take him back. When Payson returned from Germany, they got back together. They even appeared on the television show Nothing to Hide, where Kapisoda gave her flowers. But hours after the show, the couple broke up again. Payson locked Kapisoda out of the apartment, but he kicked the door down and then refused to leave. The police got Kapisoda to leave the apartment, but he stayed out in front of the building. One of the couple's friends saw Kapisoda outside the building. They heard him shout, "I shall kill myself if she leaves me. I love her so much. I cannot live without her." 2 days later, on March 16, 2010, Senja Payson's mother went to her apartment. She found the dead body of her 32-year-old daughter in the hallway. She had been shot in the back of the head. Also in the apartment was the dead body of 22-year-old Filip Kapisoda. His body was close to one of the bedrooms. He had shot himself through the mouth. The gun was lying near his body. Kapisoda did not have a license for the gun. The police ruled their deaths as a murder-suicide. After the murder, tabloid outlets peddled theories for the shooting. Some outlets claim that Kapisoda grew homicidal because Payson discovered texts from a secret girlfriend, and she threatened to take this information to the press, which would have damaged his public image. He snapped and killed her, and then panicked and took his own life. Another tabloid claimed that Kapisoda snapped because Payson secretly aborted his child. But the only people who know for sure what happened that day can't speak, so we may never know what Filip Kapisoda's motive was. Number 2. Valerie Wells. Valerie Wells rose to reality show fame as a cast member on the show Bayou Billionaires. The show, which premiered on CMT in 2012, is about the Dowden family from Shreveport, Louisiana. They were a middle-class family who struck it rich after leasing their land for natural gas development. The fourth largest natural gas deposit in the United States was found under their home. The show was styled as a modern-day version of the Beverly Hillbillies. The Beverly Hillbillies was a sitcom that aired on CBS for 9 seasons, starting in 1962. The show is about the Clampett family who lived in poverty in the Ozark Mountains in Missouri and became rich after discovering oil on their property. Bayou Billionaires focus on family leaders Gerald Dowden and his wife Kitty as they spent their newfound wealth. Valerie was the couple's eldest daughter. The show portrayed her as a hard-working single mother of 3. During the show, Valerie worked at the Mansfield Public Defender's Office. She and her children lived in a double-wide mobile home. Bayou Billionaires ran for 2 seasons, airing 25 episodes. But the family drama didn't end after the show went off the air. 2 years later, in 2016, 47-year-old Valerie was still working in the Mansfield Public Defender's Office. Valerie had multiple sclerosis, but she tried to not let it affect her day-to-day life. Around 4 p.m. on November 7, 2016, Valerie was sitting in the driver's seat of her parked car at Shreveport McDonald's. A man in a car drove up and shot her multiple times. The first responders arrived on the scene. Valerie was taken to the hospital, but unfortunately the 47-year-old mother of 3 was pronounced dead. The police also found the shooter in the parking lot. He had shot himself. He was identified as 46-year-old Robert Gaddy. Valerie and Gaddy had known each other since middle school and had recently dated. By the time of the shooting, they were not together. Gaddy was taken to the hospital, but he did not survive his gunshot wound. Valerie's 15-year-old daughter, Nikki, told People magazine that she believed that Gaddy was motivated by jealousy. According to her, Gaddy was jealous that Valerie continued to talk to her ex-husband and Nikki's father. The police investigated the murder, but they did not confirm that jealousy was the motive. Number 1. Loredana Nesci. Loredana Nesci was born in June 1968, and she was a native of Connecticut. In 1996, she relocated to Los Angeles, California, and started working for the LAPD as a patrol officer in the Southwest Division. Loredana was also an avid bodybuilder and competed nationally in weight competitions. 2 years after joining the police force, she left it and enrolled in law school at Quinnipiac University in Hamden, Connecticut. After passing the bar exam, she worked at the law firm Spinell & Associates in Hamden. She expanded the firm's practice to take on entertainment law. Eventually, she left the firm and started working at Cadden, Ivers & Ivers. While there, she wrote features in the Connecticut Law Tribune as the legal diva. Loredana returned to California in 2004 and opened her own legal firm. She also worked on projects that combined her law background in the entertainment industry. In 2008, Loredana hosted her own legal radio show on KCAA 1050 AM in California. That same year, Loredana met Robert Reagan on the social media platform MySpace. Robert was a former Hugo Boss model. He also modeled for other major brands. They started dating, and Loredana became pregnant. She gave birth to a son, Rocco, in 2010. In the early 2010s, Loredana Nesci's public profile continued to grow. In 2014, Loredana starred in her own reality show on Sundance TV called Loredana Esquire. The first season had 6 episodes and featured Loredana as the legal diva with her thriving law practice as she defended everyday people. Loredana Esquire also featured Loredana and Robert's personal life as they argued over typical family issues like finances and childcare. In the summer of 2015, a year after the first season of Loredana Esquire, 47-year-old Loredana Nesci and 51-year-old Robert Reagan were living in Redondo Beach, California. The couple's son, Rocco, was 5 years old. Loredana Nesci's family members claimed that the relationship between Loredana and Robert was rocky and she was ready to leave him. Neighbors said they frequently witnessed the couple arguing. On July 22, 2015, Robert Reagan called 911 and asked for the police to come. Police entered the home and found the dead body of 47-year-old Loredana Nesci in the master bedroom. She had been stabbed to death. Next to her body was a 15-inch hunting knife. Robert Reagan was arrested without incident and charged with murder. An autopsy was performed. There were 4 stab wounds between her breasts and belly button. It turned out that the stabbing happened around 3 a.m., about 5 hours before Robert called 911. In those 5 hours, he showered, talked to his lawyer, and asked his sister to pick up his son and dogs. Robert Reagan went to trial in August 2017. The prosecution claimed that the couple were about to separate. Robert had previously been married and had a bitter custody battle with his ex-wife. The custody battle had cost him over $100,000. In the years before Loredana's murder, he had been unemployed and he didn't have any money. He desperately wanted to avoid another drawn-out, expensive fight for custody, so he murdered Loredana. It's also revealed that Robert was physically abusive during his first marriage. The defense claimed that the death was an accident. Robert testified on his own behalf. He said that there had been an argument and it turned physical. Loredana slapped him, so he slapped her back. She then punched him. He pointed out that Loredana was a bodybuilder and he was afraid of her, so he went into the bedroom to escape from her. Loredana then came at him with a knife. There was a struggle for the knife and they fell onto the bed, and that's when Loredana was stabbed. However, the physical evidence did not back up his version of events. In the bedroom where the stabbing happened, there was a sliding glass door. On the door was a bloody handprint. There were also scratches on Loredana's knees. An expert testified that it appeared that Loredana tried to escape and Robert dragged her back. Also, there were 4 distinct stab wounds on her abdomen, including a 7-inch gash. So it's very unlikely that she fell onto the knife 4 different times. The jury deliberated for 3 days. They found Robert Reagan guilty of second-degree murder. On September 19, 2017, Robert Reagan was sentenced to 16 years in prison for the murder of Loredana Nesci. At the time of this recording, 59-year-old Robert Reagan is incarcerated at the Correctional Training Facility in Soledad, California. He has a parole suitability hearing in June 2027. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to check out our new channel, Paranormally Listed. There's a link on the screen now, and there's a link in the description box below this video. Well, that's all for today. Thanks again for watching.